What up, Corner Crew? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop Happy Hour podcast. I am your host, as always, Brad Bailey. Got to give a shout out to y'all, man, for tuning in. Much respect, much love, yeah, for sure. You already know what to do. Click that link, subscribe, like, share, comment, notification, do all that shit. But without further ado, we're going to bring up our guest. You love him. You know him. He's everywhere. One of the artists of the year right now, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, straight out of Brooklyn, the Bad Seed.
Yeah.
What
What's
up,
up?
bro? What up?
What up, though, man? What up?
Oh, nah, not much, but you know what we do. You know how we doing, grinding, always working, doing
Yeah,
something. You
yeah,
know.
absolutely.
Thank you for coming back on, man. This is like appearance number 9 or something like that. You
Yeah, something like that.
becoming a fixed regular, bro. It's all good. It's all good. So it's love. You know what I mean?
Word.
So we're not even gonna start out the way we normally do with who you are and what you're about. Nah, they already know who you are. You know what I mean? Like I said,
They
you've been very,
should by now.
you're loud enough. They should know who you are. You are definitely loud enough
That's a
for
fact.
them to hear you. But
Mhm.
yeah, like I said, man, you're right up there, top 3 in the running for Artist of the Year. We're coming up to the end. You've been putting in a
Appreciate it.
lot. You've been putting in a lot of work, and you've been building your own thing on the side as you're putting out all your shit, 6-man shit. We appreciate you, bro. You already know that. You are
Yeah.
the underground ambassador. I've said it before and I'll say it again. But yeah, let's just go into it. What do you want to talk about? This is your platform. What do you want to talk about tonight?
I mean, there's a couple things. We got the 6 Man album, Everything
Yes,
Means
sir.
Nothing. That's on the way. We got uh the Cool Table Volume 2. That's on November 17th. You
We
know,
will
that's
be
cool.
there.
Yeah. The most definitely in the building. And that's pretty much it for like the rest of the year. Like
Mm.
what we got going for the rest of the year. But some good stuff, man. I'll start with the album. Um
That's coming Christmas Day, right?
yeah, Christmas Day. We're
Okay.
looking at Christmas Day. It's coming along really dope. I think y'all gonna really like it. I'm working now, like actually on it. Doing a couple records for it. Right now we're probably like 17, 18 records in.
Damn.
Like I mean I wanna get a few more done
Mm.
and kinda whittle it down a little bit, but we got a lot of songs done and it's pretty dope, man. Knots is producing on there. We got J.R. Swift. We got Snow Goons, Murder Meg, C.J. Duff, Freak Show, Wreck Real. Who else, man? I don't want to forget nobody, man, because everybody showed up. My man S2,
Mm.
um, Team Demo, of course. Uh,
Yeah, it's a full package, man. It's gonna be big. And anybody that knows you and knows the scene and that boom bap, they're gonna enjoy it. And you already know they're gonna enjoy it. And you got a lot of versatile artists coming out too with that
yeah,
6-man shit. Nam, Mo Ruckus, Honey, all of them. Shout out to everybody because y'all
yeah,
are doing it, man. Y'all are doing it. And yeah, Cool Table 2 coming up November 17th, Brooklyn, Sour Pour. If you ain't there, you lacking
yeah,
because
man.
last one was dope as fuck. So, and
Yeah,
it's a long night too. So strap in, pack a lunch
yeah.
because you're gonna need it.
Well, this one, although we have a lot of artists on there, is not as much as before.
Right.
Like before, it was like 20 something artists
Mm.
on the bill. And I think I really wanted to pull that off because people was telling me I couldn't pull that off. So we pulled that off. Yeah, shout to everybody that performed there for the first one. We're gonna do the second one. We already planning on the third one. In February, it's
Mm.
gonna be slash my birthday party too. So make sure y'all in attendance for that one. That one's gonna be kind of special.
Right.
I've never really had like a birthday party.
Mm.
So we're gonna do that. And just I'm excited about it because I like there's gonna be artists on the bill that I just came in contact with recently, like in the past couple months, that I was impressed by. Like for example, I did a show in Brooklyn a couple months ago, man, and there was an artist named So Soon, and he was performing, and he was amazing, amazing, like the energy and all of that, and I just kept stalking him like through the whole night, like yo, bro, like you fire, and then he told me that he was a fan, he was familiar with my stuff, and he told me a story about how I performed at Hunter College, and he was taking the money at the door for the show. Me and PH had performed there many years ago, and it's just ill how things come full circle. So, shout to So Soon because he's fire. Like I really thought he was really dope. So it's artists like that we get to give the platform to, and because the era that I come from is we had a lot of places where you could go work out, like whether it be Wetlands or Joe's Pub or the Cooler or Lotus. Like there were places where showcases were going on, like the New Eurekan, and you don't really see. I mean, you see it now, but it's real cliquish. A lot of it's
Yeah.
real cliquish. So I try to extend it out to, like, if I bump into you and I think you dope, I'm gonna throw you on a bill.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. We don't gotta know each other. I don't gotta know your father. I don't gotta know what school you went to, what your blood type is. Like I don't gotta know none of that. I just know that you dope. And that's
Mm.
all. That's what the cool table was about. So, you know.
Yeah, like I said, man, that last one was dope. We went hard that night. I left at like 1:30 in the morning. We drove back. We got home at like 5:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was worth it. It was worth it
Yeah,
because
I think I
the
got back like
experience.
7 in the morning,
Mhm.
6, 7 in the morning, yo, like something like that type shit,
Right.
because I'm upstate New York.
Yeah.
I ain't, I ain't in the borough, but yeah, man, it was woof, crazy.
It's definitely worth it. It's the experience. And it's a good networking. You never know who's gonna be there. You know what I
Right.
mean? So anybody that's not in the New York area that's thinking about going, I'm telling you right now, y'all need to go because, like I said, it's just the scene. It is the scene right now
Well,
of
I,
that
it, it,
independent
it
hip hop.
it's ill that you say that because again, I want to kind of walk it back a bit to where uh just the era that we come from.
Mm.
Like those type of events were there was a plethora of them.
Mm. Oh,
So
it's
I
like
think
2 or 3 a week easily,
yeah,
all
like
the time,
it's
every week.
nothing for like on a Tuesday night. Like it's
Mm.
something going on, like it's a showcase or whatever, where you can network and you could really kick your feet up. And I'm trying to set a place where people that you really would want to bump elbows with in this boom bap shit are in the building.
Mm.
Relationships are important, and I think that's something that people need to understand too, because when it comes time to do things like this, you could pick the phone up and call people and be,
Exactly.
look, I'm doing this.
Mm.
I need you to come through. And depending on how you've done business with them previous or how they see you from afar conducting yourself, as if you'll get these people on board. So we're trying to set the scene and set a place where, just like you said, where you could go where it is the place to be for boom bap for that evening. That's what we are trying to set. You know.
And you're doing it, and that's the thing. You said you were gonna do it, and you followed through, and that's a big thing nowadays. I wanna walk back to relationships. It is a big it is a big deal, and it's good to conduct yourself in a certain manner. Like, I equate it to almost like an alter ego syndrome. You know what I mean? That you have your online persona of who you are, and then there's that real you at home that's kicking it with your wife or your whatever, your spouse and your kids if you got them or whatever. You know what I mean? Your pets. There's
Mhm.
two different people that you are. And mostly everybody is, even if you're not in the entertainment business. You see Facebook, you see how people be wilding out, but if they caught you in the streets, they wouldn't say shit. You know
Mhm.
that. We all know that. but those relationships are important, and you can't just burn bridges just to burn bridges because you're feeling some type of way one day. And I see a lot of that going on too. That's a ridiculous thing. Like, you see a lot of people, especially with the, oh, they don't support me, they don't do this, they don't do that, but you really don't support yourself.
Right.
And you have taken the reins as far as like social media and presenting yourself a certain way. And so how do you keep that other guy from creeping into that public persona? You know
The
what I'm
crazy
saying?
shit, but the crazy shit about it is that they're both the same guy. They're
Really?
not split. You know.
Some people are. Yeah, some people are, you know that.
Right. So, but that's how I'm able to do it.
Mm.
You know, because I lead with it. If that makes any sense,
Yeah.
like
You're
like
upfront, you're right. No sugarcoat, no shit.
put it like this. I feel like as artists, and this is something everybody got to understand. Like, and like, who am I though? I'm not Jay-Z, so you know, I go to work, so I guess don't listen to me. But um, is in today's marketplace, it's a highway, right? Look at it like a highway, and there's mad cars on the highway. It's congested, like rubber to rubber, crazy, right? All of these cars represent artists, whether they be rappers, singers, dancers, podcasters, uh, DJs, models. They're all on this highway, and they're all trying to get somewhere fast, but they can't because the highway is congested,
Mm.
right? So in this highway, you got to stand out. You know, you got to think like the consumer is looking at this like, oh my God, it's just so much. It's the consumer doesn't necessarily think that all the cars are whack cars. They just don't have the time to pay attention to every car. You know, so what about you is gonna stand out as a car? Like, is it that you can rap really good? Okay, cool. We all can rap really good. How many people do you know can rap really good, but they have no personality?
Oh,
None.
dude. Right.
That's the majority of people that I know. They
Mm.
just think that it's okay to just rap. Like, yo, I'm nice. Okay. Then what?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like because if the people don't connect with you, brother, especially now when it's so congested.
Mm.
Like you have to work extra hard to stand out. So this is I'm not saying create a persona, like who you see is not created. This is
Mm.
who I am. But the whole point is to dig deep inside of yourself and push whoever you are out to the front. Because if your music does not match who you are as a person,
Yep.
there we go. There's the you can't run from you. You're
Mm.
not authentic. And the people will see it. You know, and I think that's why I'm able to resonate with whoever comes in contact with my music and then gets to see me like you know, and whatever I'm doing on social media or whatever, because they get to see, oh, this guy's funny, but oh, he's smart. Oh, he knows his hip hop too.
Mm.
Oh, and he dead nice. Oh, but he'll smack the shit out of me too. Oh, but like it's all of these variables, and these are the things that if you think about it, when as we were fans watching Rap City and watching Your TV Raps and shit, these are the attributes that we liked about the people that we liked,
Mm.
like the Big Daddy Kanes and the Lost Professors and the Rakims and the Keras, like all of that, like they had something with them. You know, so that's what it is. I think that that's what separates you know, and that's why I've been able to resonate with with people. It's just figuring out how to just present your authentic self online. Like I rarely get into online beef because people already know, yo, man, I'm not even gonna go at it with this guy. Cause the dude is super funny. So if I get into a back and forth with him, wow, that could go bad.
Right.
And the nigga's extra. The nigga might make videos about me and do whatever, and it'll be funny as hell. And then don't let him go in the booth or whatever. So I don't really get too many. Maybe once a year I'll catch something, but it'll be light. It won't even be nothing crazy.
Yeah, it's like the Cuban Pete situation recently. You know, it wasn't like it's serious, and people, but some people take it real because it's out of context too. You know, like how someone will type something, you might be typing it with a certain way of in your head, but then you already know they're gonna take it, flip that, bring it another direction, and be like, "Oh, he's dissing me," or he's doing. And like for the people that know, we knew that it was all in good fun. You know what I mean? Like if you're smart enough to see through all the other bullshit. But yeah, some people are getting real like upset about it. And
Shout to
like,
Cuban Pete
yeah,
too,
shout
yo,
out to Pete.
and it was crazy because I had people really in my inbox like mad that I
Mm,
didn't tear him apart, and I'm like, yo, why would I do that? Like that. First, he knows I could do that.
mm,
Like you understand what I'm saying? Like, and that's respectfully, like that's not even dissing Cuban Pete. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Cuban Pete got more balls than a lot of these rappers because he said my name, and a lot of you rap
mm.
niggas won't.
And he
Facts.
stepped up. He stepped
Facts.
up. He
So
basically
real
made his
shit.
track.
Real shit. Like you could say what you want to say about Cuban Pete, but that man got my respect because that nigga stepped into the chamber with me. He stepped in there and closed the door and locked it. Like what? So I respect that as an MC. Like you, because that's what I come from. PH was my brother. Like you understand? Like that's where we come from. We used to spar. We would go at it. So it's nothing to go at it with none of you rap niggas. So if you ever feel like you want to say something, say my name so I could bite your fucking face off. And I'm talking about the niggas with pens. I'm not talking about niggas like Cuban Pete. Like, come on, man. Like you know he know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't, and respectfully, that's why it wasn't bloody. Like I wasn't trying to go there with him. Like I wasn't. Like it wasn't that type of a party, yo.
Mm.
What was done was done. That was easy. And not so much easy, like easy to beat him. Like that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, it was easy in the sense of clean. Like let's just. He understood the assignment. He hollered back. I like this shit. Like the niggas was talking shit. I liked it. Shout to Cuban P. I liked it.
Mm.
Like, am I bumping it in the crib? No, I don't even bump my disc to him, and that shit was fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting here working on the 6 Man album. I'm past that. I'm off that.
Mm.
But shout to Cuban P. That's a hell of a man. I respect him as a man. Like you
That's something
understand
that
what I'm
doesn't
saying?
happen nowadays. That people would rather just fight online and go back and forth, and especially in this scene, man, they don't want to go at each other the right way. And that's like you said, we grew up with that. Battling was huge when we were kids, and I think that's one art form that has really left hip hop. Unless you dig really, really, you got to dig deep now to find
Listen,
good
Brad, let
battle
me
rap.
just say, I want to be clear. Enemy, I don't care if it's an enemy. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's a friend. I don't care if we was in a group together. I don't care if you know my moms or whatever. I don't care if you're a kid. I don't care if you are elderly. If you rap and you feel like you could dance with me, say my name and I will fuck you up. Like I don't care. Like I don't like this is hip hop. This is what it's for. This ain't singing. This ain't R&B where like they don't battle. Like that's not what the fuck they. If they do battle, they got that shit from us. This ain't jazz where you know what I'm saying. Like they might do something like a little back and forth in the while they're jamming, doing the jam sessions or whatever. But come on, man, that's not a staple. That shit is a staple for us.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is a staple for us, and I know none of you niggas want it. So, nah, whatever.
And it's a lost art, man. It really is. It's
Word.
a lost art in hip hop. I wish the real battle scene. Like people, we grew up with just one-on-one DJ pumping a record most of the time, not like 1,000 people around you screaming, hooting, hollering, but this one line, one line, one line. No, you let him kick his verse, and then he went up and he kicked his verse, and whoever did better wins. So, but yeah, it's definitely a lost art. I wish something like that would come back to the scene, but everything revolves. You know, it might come back heavy. I've noticed slowly that real, not, I don't even want to say real because everybody says real hip hop, but the real roots of hip hop is starting to seep back into most of mainstream slowly. And I really think in the next 5 to 7 years, it's going to be another renaissance, and you're going to see people like you, like Mo Ruckus, like Weapon ESP, like Shaw, actually on the radio again and getting the love that they deserve. Not on the radio, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In a bigger spotlight. We say on the radio because when we were kids, that was making it. You made it when you got an MTV video. You made it when you got on the radio. So I think there'll be another revolution of that within the next 5 to 7 years, easily.
I mean, that sounds good, especially with the climate of how you know mainstream isn't even selling any records anymore. You know, and that's a fact.
Exactly. And they're not selling any shows. Their ticket sales are horrible. Like they're getting destroyed by pop artists in ticket sales, and they're pop artists themselves.
Facts.
So it's like they're not even in their own lane making the money that what they were making 2, 3, 4 years ago. So you're right. Yeah, the ticket sales are down, the fan base is down, all sales across the board, streams are down. And that's what I mean. It's like independent is coming back into the picture. And that's
but then you got the fuck shit like what you call it, like Bandcamp being sold.
Oh, that's going to be horrible.
Yeah, like what does that mean? Like we still haven't seen what that means for us yet. So again, like it's like one step forward, 2 steps back type shit, you know, for us. So we gotta fight harder now. Now niggas gotta spend all types of crazy bread to build their own website that allows streaming on it. You know, like it's crazy.
We do need our own infrastructure, and we've discussed this before on the pod, as we do need our own infrastructure. We need our own financial backing. We need our own networks, streaming sites, everything that we control. And as I say we as a community and we as a culture, not as me and you. You know that. And I mean, me and you should be running some shit because we have more of a business mind than most. And a lot of these kids out here, especially these dudes that are coming up that want to be real MCs, they don't have a business mind behind it. So what would your advice be to these kids coming up, strictly business? What would the first thing you say to these kids?
You gotta invest in yourself. I don't know how, but gotta figure it out, cause that money, that shit ain't gonna drop out the sky, B.
No.
And to be honest with you, that's the only real way you're gonna be able to crack is to have that money. Like you gotta have some money. Like there's no way that you're gonna maneuver the proper way without a couple dollars. You know, and here's the thing too, to the fans, y'all gotta really understand that you gotta support. Independent hip hop is niche, right? So for like niche art, even with like certain art pieces that you see that might be niche, right? They're very expensive. Like certain things are expensive. Like I've had people complain about CD prices. You understand? And here's my thing with that. Like it's like I get it. You know, I'm a 9 to 5 or 2. Like I go to work. You know, just like everybody else. But people gotta understand that it costs to make these CDs. First of all, it costs to go in the studio to create this. Like I went in the studio. Like I'm just now able to record in my house, but I send it off to get mixed and mastered anyway. You know, so it has to get mixed. That costs. You have to pay We don't make the CDs in our house. You gotta pay for that. You gotta pay for them in bulk. You get them in bulk. You gotta pay for the shipping. A lot of my shit is overseas, and that's killer. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta charge a little more. You have to, and it's. I'm not pushing a Bentley. I don't even got a fucking car. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting rich off of when I'm so I don't understand why the fans look at it like, oh, that's expensive. Like, I don't get it, because it's like, if they'll have a PS5 and spend $70 for a Spider-Man game.
Mm.
You know, but
Yeah.
love hip hop though, and love the underground hip hop. Like, yo, spin a little. Like, what's wrong with that? Yo, homie, you like his shit. You talk to the nigga all the time. That's what it is too. It's like, when you talking to these niggas all the time on in the posts and shit like that, they feel like you should give them a discount, or they
Mm.
feel like, oh, this, that, or no, it don't work like that. Like it does not. Like, they have to understand and respect the business
Mm.
part of it. You gotta respect it. It's business. Like, we're able to do what we do on a certain level because it takes a dollar. Like, it's not it's come on. Like I don't know. And I would think that this would be um elementary ABC 1 2 3 shit, but it's apparently not. You know, and it's scary. It's scary because from where I sit, it's like, all right, what does that mean for the future
Mm.
of independent hip hop? Like, are they still gonna go spend that same amount of money on a ticket for Nas and Wu Tang, which I know was a pretty penny?
For sure.
So you would spend $150 to $200 to go watch Nas and Wu Tang perform before you would buy a CD for $40.
Some people will.
Like, to me, and I get it. I'm not saying don't support Nas and Wu Tang, but all these years you've supported Nas and Wu Tang. All these years. Yeah, it's ill they performing, but yo, man, like, they got theirs already. You not really helping the underground by supporting them. They're not underground. Sorry, they're not.
No, not at all.
They are hip hop royalty that made underground music back in the days. But here's the thing. The music that they made back in the days wasn't even underground. That was mainstream.
Mm. At that time, yeah.
At that
It
time,
was
the
on the
music that they
radio
were
at,
making
yep,
was on the radio
yep.
all the time. It was mainstream.
You were getting
So,
those videos 12 o'clock in the afternoon on MTV.
facts.
Yeah, you weren't getting that for real, like real underground hip hop. You'd have to wait to go see something on BET at midnight.
Facts.
You know what I
You on
mean?
the FDR at 2 p.m., you turn it on and fucking Cream is on.
Hmm.
10 in the morning. Fucking, It Ain't Hard to Tell is on. Like, come on, man. Like, of course they're gonna be able to live forever because they were superstars.
Hmm.
We're trying to get there. We need your help, y'all. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But
people don't understand it. People really, I think that it's because, like you said, you kind of feel attached when you're talking in the comments. You can message somebody, oh, they hit you back. Oh, that's my boy. No, it takes a lot more than that for, like, you got to really put in work. Like, you got to work with it. If you want to be like, all right, that's my dude, put in some work, put some love in, support. And then, yeah, after a little while, but now some people latch right on. And they're like, nah, yeah, like you said, when I hit you up and I said, how much is the disc? You said $40. I went, what's your Venmo? What's your
yeah,
cash
yeah,
app?
yeah. Facts,
Send that
facts,
send
facts.
that shit right away. Yeah, definitely send me one. Because It's love, man. We have to do it for each other. We really do.
Facts.
Like I was gonna do an experiment. I wanted to see an experiment to like some people that support. We have thousands of friends on our friends list, right? Thousands of friends. Everybody send $1. How many dollars do you think you'd actually get out of those thousands of people? You might get a couple $100 if everybody sent $1. But do you think you'd have, if you have 5,000 friends, you'd have $5,000 in your cash?
Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. And that's a dollar.
I don't even know. Yo, listen, I don't know 90% of the motherfuckers on my Facebook.
Yeah,
bro.
same, man. It's numbers.
I don't know them. Don't give a fuck about them. You know what I'm saying?
The game is crazy. It's changing. It's evolving every day. Some of it's getting worse. Some of it's getting better. And you're right. It's like, where do we see it? Where do we see the independent scene in 5 years?
What does it mean?
10 years?
Like all of the goofy shit that's going on. What does it mean, bro? Like what is it going to turn into? It's important to like you guys, like your platform is important because we need more of that, man. Like we need our own TMZs. Like I was gonna suggest to y'all and to Raw Side, shout to Raw Side.
Shout out Brutus.
Word. That y'all should jump on things like pause, like as far as like reporting shit, like gossip and shit like that. And what I mean, I don't mean it in a bad like when I didn't want to use that word, but
right.
For example,
I get what you mean.
Yeah, like just reporting shit, bro. Like things that happen in our culture, reporting them. Like, cause I look at battle rap. Like battle rap has like a ecosystem, like they have bloggers who blog about. Like if somebody tweeted something and it was going at such and such, they'll make a blog about it, talk about it, put it up, put the hashtag, like all of that, and it creates an ecosystem to where people can tap into it. And I think it starts there. Yeah, man. Like, of course, like I would hate that if uh I had a fight at a club that it would be all over the place, but it needs to be all over the place. If people were there, they need to report that shit. Like, yo, oh, such and such, yo, Bad C had a fight at such and such, woo, woo, woo. We don't know what happened. We get in the story that, woo, 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 stay tuned, woo, 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 woo. I'm just using that as an example. Like, people could look at that and be like, nah, but why would you want to? Because it's needed. It's news. It's stuff that helps support and fuel what we're doing. Like everybody's just
putting
so
names
cool.
out.
It can't just be music and music videos, and it can't just be that. Like it's gotta be shit. Like if somebody gets married, oh, such and such got married. Oh, shout to such and such. Ooh, shit like that needs to be. If somebody passes away, like that needs to be shows, concerts, uh all type of shit, man. Like we got to get people on that, man. I think it would be great for us. But
Yeah,
again, who am
that's it.
I? I ain't Jay-Z. I go to work every day. You know.
Like we were talking, that's infrastructure. That's building our own thing from the ground up and controlling every aspect of it. And that's one thing that I've been wanting. I want to do all that, but I'm only one man. I can't,
Right.
it's like, so then
I know.
I gotta get like-minded people that
Right.
have the same drive, that have the same work ethic, that are going to put in that work. And believe it or not, behind the scenes, I'm working on stuff like that every single day. And I get people left and right. Oh yeah, I want to be on. I want to do this. I'll write. I'll do this. Bring them on, give them an assignment, give them a deadline. Guarantee they don't make that deadline. And that's the thing. It's like I'm very much, I'm a chef. That's what I do. That's my 9 to 5. So I'm detail oriented. I have a schedule. This is what I do at this time of day, every single day. So I go into everything with that mindset. So I give deadlines, and I've done it. I've done it all year long, man. And I've had to cut a lot of people loose. Like we're still cool, but we can't work together because you can't make that deadline. You can't do what you're trying to tell me that you want to do. And they're coming to me. I'm not going to them.
Right.
That's the sad part. So yeah, hopefully we can build it. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to keep going, doing my thing and trying to build this up to do what we can do. And you're right. Me, hip hop lifers, you got Brutus over at Raw Side, and then we have a plethora of artists to go to. It's not like we have a shortage of artists, especially in the New England area. The New England area, it's stacked.
It's
With artists.
mad shit. It's mad shit. Like things this they need to. Yo, if we even have to, man, I think I'm down for a sit down with all the like the five families, like
Yep.
like the five families, and we sit down and we talk, and we talk. I'll just throw ideas at y'all. I don't want credit. I don't want anything. I just need the culture to thrive. That's it, because then I'll be able to thrive.
Right.
If the culture is thriving, you know. So it does none of that shit matters to me. What matters to me is getting the ball rolling and everybody getting to work. Like I don't care about all the extra shit.
That's it. Exactly. It's like if we think we're gonna make a buck off this, we're mistaken. Like I have never had that intention where money has been my goal at the end of all this. That is definitely not my goal. It would be nice. It'd be nice not to have to work 60 hours a week, but will it
You know
happen?
what though, Brad? It can be made. It's just all in how you do it. It's got to
Exactly.
be done smart. You got to do it smart, and you got to do it original. And you have to have the product that people trust. Because again, we're talking about that highway. It's
Exactly.
so congested. It's so much shit. It's not like back in the days where the shit that was really good was the shit that you saw on TV. We didn't have internet. So now with the internet, everybody is an artist. You know, so people don't know what to trust. How many times a day do you get, yo, please click on my link? Like,
Right.
come on, man. Like, the average consumer sees this, has to see this at least 50 times a week. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what to trust. They don't know who to trust. They don't know what to click on. A lot of times they might not click on it because they might think they're going to get hacked.
Right.
Like, so that's where your personality comes into play, because if they click on your page and they see that you're on your page, you're active on your page, your page is not locked. Like, what the fuck, artist? What are you hiding? Like,
Right.
if
Yeah,
you're an
I
artist, why
saw
is your
that
page locked?
yesterday, actually. Someone had friend requested me. I went to go look at their page and they're an artist and it's locked. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why would you
Now,
even?
Facebook is different. Like, you got to make sure that the shit that you post that you want the world to see, that you set it to Facebook is different, because you have your family, you have certain things in there. A lot of people like being nosy, so you got to protect certain energies and shit like that. But that's why they make artist pages on Facebook. I fucked up because I started doing my artist page late. I found out about that late, so to migrate over is tough.
It
You
is.
you know, um, but like Instagram, your Instagram should not be it should not be locked or private. It shouldn't. Um, a lot of times people are gonna go there first. People will be like, "What's your gram?" before they be like, "What's your Facebook?" You're in the business, in the music business. You know, so I don't know. Like, I just think people need to just get it together. We could do it. We just need to do it.
For real. Like I said, you gotta find like-minded people that are willing to put in that work. And you might,
and a couple dollars. We need a
yeah,
couple dollars.
yeah, because you're gonna be working for free. You gotta know that when you start off, it's most likely you're gonna be doing it because you want to do it, and
Facts.
you want a result at the end more than for yourself. And that's one thing that we all know. This world is selfish, especially in this country. We are some selfish ass people. We're raised to be that way throughout the generations. It wasn't like that at one point, I'm sure, but it really got turned into we all see me and that's it. And that's one thing that's really holding back the culture also, is because no one wants to be like, all right, let's work together. Let me do something for you and like you can do something and we'll just keep working. But it's I don't know how to get over a lot of hurdles. I don't see how, but I'm sure we can find a way how. And that's what you were saying. We got to do the work.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of wasted talent out there. It's just a lot. Um, and but it makes it clear. Like you can see, you can look on that highway, and you could see you could see who turned their car off,
Mm.
and you could see who is really like looking around trying to see how they can maneuver. You just gotta pay attention. But everybody's on that highway though.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's just all in how you maneuver
It is. And you're
and,
right.
and getting to the end, getting off at the exit.
Mm.
You know, you gotta get to the exit. Everybody going to different exits though. That's the wild shit. Everybody going to different exits, but they on the same highway.
Mm.
So that's what makes it dog eat dog. Cause somebody will snake you. You do a podcast. Somebody could snake you. They not even a podcaster. They a DJ. But they just try to get to there. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
stupid. It's stupid shit. It's stupid.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, my brother, we're going to be coming to the end real soon. It was a pleasure having you on again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Pleasure chopping up. As always, we will be in the building. Culture Corner will definitely be in the building.
Yeah.
November 17th. That's actually my wife's 40th birthday weekend.
Oh yeah.
So
Happy, happy,
yeah. We're gonna be
happy.
doing it big. She's coming out. She's coming out. She wants to come. So she had a good time last
So
time.
that's what's
So
up.
and that's
And,
another thing. Like she ain't even a hip hop fan really. Like her favorite rap is Biggie because she heard him on the radio in high school. You know what I mean?
good
But
choice though.
she
That's a
has a
good
good
choice.
time. She comes to shows and she's like she sees it and she's like, oh shit, you know, now I get it. You know,
Yeah.
she's like, I get it because it is infectious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all right,
Definitely.
it's time to plug away, man. Shamelessly plug all your shit. Tell us where we can find you, your socials, all that.
Yo, you can find me on Instagram, The Bad Seed, Brooklyn, BKLYN. And listen, man, click the link in the bio and everything is there. Uh, Everything Means Nothing is the 6-man album,
Mm.
and that comes out on Christmas. Merry Sixmas.
Got
Um,
it.
it's dope. It's pretty dope. It's coming along pretty dope. The production is really good. Um, I handpicked everything, all the producers, all the featured artists. Um, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you like the 6-man sound, if you like that shit, you gonna love it. I'm all over the project, wilding. So you know you get that. I'm also introducing. I mean, you familiar with Honey? Honey's all over the project. Um, a lot of people are familiar with Mo Ruckus, but then there's a lot of people who aren't. So
Mm.
we're introducing him to the people we fuck with, and Chuck Brown from out in Cali. We introducing him. Nam Nitty, Murder Megs, CJ Dove, Freak Show. It's crazy. S2. And again, Knots, J.R. Swift, and Snow Goons, they the big boys. Team Demo, they the big boys on there on the board. So
Yeah,
it's,
when you shared that the other day with the list, I was like, holy shit. I'm reading it off and I'm just scrolling through and I'm like, damn, damn, damn. So yeah, we're in for a treat and
fourth
thank you
quarter press.
thank you
Y'all
for
got,
hooking us
wait,
up.
did y'all really think that I was just gonna leave 2023 and not drop and not take a shit?
Mm-mm.
Like before 2023 ended, like y'all thought I was just gonna leave it with Strike the Shepherd, like that was it.
No,
Like
no,
Strike the
he's
Shepherd.
taking a shit on your door on Christmas Day.
Christmas Day,
He's
Merry
leaving you a
Sixmas.
steamer. Leaving you a steamer Christmas Day. Shit.
No toilet paper, neither.
Nah, fuck
Like,
that.
and it's diarrhea, B.
Oh damn. I thought it was one of them no wipers, those immaculate once in a
Nah,
lifetime no
nah.
wipers. Nah.
This is
It's
liquidy.
messy. It's
It's
messy.
liquidy.
But
Splash.
ugh. I got the visual, and I was like, nah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
buddy.
bro,
It's one of them.
thank you so much again for coming on.
For sure.
Great
Anytime.
talk. Well, of course, we're gonna do it again. You know, you're my most booked guest on the show.
Yeah.
You're like a furniture now around here. So
Hey, man, you know.
it is what it is. But
You got
I'll
good
see you.
taste in furniture. That's what that means.
Yeah, I'll see you in Brooklyn November 17th, bro. For real.
That's what's up. That's what's
And
up.
again, for the Hip Hop Happy Hour podcast, man. Brad Bailey, your host. Bad Seed, aka Skinny Biggie. Your guest of honor. November 17th, Cool Table Volume 2. Be there, South Park, Brooklyn, New York. Christmas Day. Keep an eye out for that 6-man album. And you already know, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, do all that shit. Go click all them links, do everything, and send us both $1. You know what I mean? Everybody out there, send me this dude $1. What up?
Fucking dollar, man.
Hell yeah. All right, Hip Hop Happy Hour podcast, bro. We out. Thank you again, B. We out.
Hey.